Good morning, crafty friends. It's Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. This is week 2 of the No Buy collab hosted by Sabrina here on YouTube. This week was fun. We were to make an altered item, and so I had to think a bit, think about it for a bit to see what I wanted to alter. I had a few items in mind, but I finally decided. But before I go into what I've created, I just want to let you know that in the description box down below, I listed all the participants in this collab. Please go and check everyone out because there is a huge lineup of some talented crafters and their creations are just amazing. And so, we all craft differently. So it's nice to, when these collabs are up on YouTube and you can go down the line and see everybody's creations and, their crafty style. It's pretty fun and I love it. And that's why I decided to join this collab. And so, I'm not sure if I mentioned what our challenge was this week. Sorry, it's really early in the morning. But it was to alter an item. And so I decided to alter a clothespin. And so I just want to show you what I created. And so this is my clothespin here. I actually made a set of 4. Because these are going to go with some swaps, and my Secret Santa swaps. So I made 4, and these are how they turned out. I thought they turned out really cute. I'm going to just show you one up close. Let me put these on the side. And here he is. Super cute Santa. So what I did was, this is a die that I got probably about 2 months ago. And I had forgot about him. And so when picking out this clothespin, I was looking through my dies thinking, what? I couldn't be anything too big or I didn't want anything too small. And he popped out and I was like, oh, that looks perfect. So I pulled him out and I used him. And behind him, I used some white like eyelash trim. And then there's a snowflake behind him. And behind the snowflake is a gold scalloped circle here. And so I'm going to go ahead. I already pre-cut my paper, so I'm going to go ahead and actually put one together with you. So I'm going to put him on the side here. So first off, what you'll need is obviously your clothespin. You can find these anywhere at the craft store, grocery store, the Dollar Tree. So I got that. And then I use this gold washi tape. You can use washi tape or you can actually use paper. And if you're to cut paper, I believe the measurement to cut the paper is 1/4 inch by 3 inches. And then you can just, glue the paper on there. But I like using washi tape. And this gold washi tape actually came from this collection here. And so this is Make It Happen. It's a set of 8 washes. I think it was like maybe $3.99 or something. I don't know. I do know it is from Tuesday Morning. I've had this for a while because I purchased this when we lived in Washington. And so I really haven't used much of it. I think I've used like that gold striped before, but today I'm going to be using the gold glitter. So then what I do is you can either use glue, but what I chose to do is I'm using my Mega Runner here, and I just find the side which is really, I guess, not the nicest, because I want to cover up the side that's, not as nice. So I'm going to do this here and just put my Mega Runner on. And then I'm going to get my washi tape. And if I can find the beginning. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see. Where's the washi tape beginning? Oh, here it is. All right. So then I get the washi tape and I just line it up. So I'm just gonna line it up from there. And I'm gonna go all the way down like so. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and Use my scissors to trim it right at the end here. Let me get this out of the way. And here you go. So that's perfect. The washi tape is the perfect size. So that's the first step. Then, like I said, I've already pre-cut on some gold glittered cardstock. I made my 2 1/4 inch scallop circle, which is this one here from EK Success. So I used that. And that's going to be the first layer here. Second layer is going to be the snowflake. It's going to go like that, or you know, however you want to position it. And my snowflakes, I've showed this in a previous video. I've used this for something else. I have this set here that I recently also got from AliExpress, and so I used the biggest die here. So if there's any anybody interested in, you know, the dies that I show, I can definitely find a link for you. It's just that I have so many orders that it was really hard to go through all of them to look for like just a couple dies. But if there's someone who really wants the die, then I'll definitely go ahead and look through all my orders, and then I'll link it for you. So what I do next is I'm gonna go ahead and glue the snowflake to the circle. The only difference between this snowflake and the snowflakes on the ones I made are, if you can see, like the snowflake is pink with some gold flecks, because I actually I used a layer of tulle on it, and so I forgot to do that when I cut this snowflake out last night. But this is a tulle that I used, and so I just put it on the white paper. I cut it to size of the die, and then I just ran it through my die cutting machine, and the tool just kind of stayed onto the snowflake, and so all I had to do was just glue the snowflake in the middle. So for this video, for the purpose, it's just going to be a white snowflake. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this snowflake on. And then we'll put it on like so. Just kind of center it the best you can. And there you go. So it's coming together here. So next, what I'm going to do is I get my trim, my eyelash trim. And you can use any color you want, just depending on what you're going to put over the eyelash trim. So I like how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is hard to work with. Like, my fingers get burnt. I have those finger covers, the silicone ones, but sometimes they're hard to use because, you know, you can't really feel anything. It's so thick. So I just try to bunch it up here like so. If y'all know an easier way to do this, please share, because this is pretty much how I've been doing it. And so that's the third layer. And then next, all I do is I have my foam squares, and what I do is I actually I put a little glue so it doesn't come apart, and I put this one in the middle like so, and then I take this off, and then I put another one on because I want it more dimensional than just with one. So there's my setup for the rosette. And then here's the star of the show, which is the Santa. And that's just a die that I have here. It's a really good size. I would love if he came bigger to use him on like cards, but this is how he comes. And so it's a pretty easy paper piecing. I have to be in the mood to paper piece. I have a lot of dies where the piecing is so small, like, you know, every little detail, and I have to be in the mood to do that because it does take a lot of time and patience. So this one is easy to work with. I love this type of paper piecing. That's more my speed because I can still craft and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. So I used that die. I put them together. Oops, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, I already forgot, but the collection I used for the hats are the what is it called, Sugar Blush collection, that from Michael's last year's collection. I've been trying to use up the pad that I cut into last year, and so I've been using that collection for some of my projects in this No Buy November collab. So I used the sugar blush for his hat, some white glittered cardstock for his beard and the rim of his hat and the ball on his hat, and then I just used some like neutral colored paper for his face, and I gave him some blush on his nose and his cheeks. And if you all see my video, you all know I use blush, so I use this blush here, which is called Blushing, and then I just use this also this cheap makeup brush, and then I just kind of do it on his nose, and I did it on his cheeks, but I do it on the cheeks actually before I put the his little beard on. So that's how he gets his rosy look there. And then in the back, if you saw when it flipped it over, is a black circle, and I used a 1-inch circle punch here, just on some black cardstock, because these are like holes that are empty, and so I wanted to fill it. The only thing I didn't do was fill his mouth there, but I filled his eyes and eyebrows and, you know, the freckles on his cheek there. So he's complete. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on. I'm just going to put some glue on top of the square. And then I'm going to kind of put him like so. There. And there it is. So this is the embellishment. And the last step is just to plop him right on to the clothespin here. And I am going to put him like kind of like this, so that, you know, there's room for the person to actually push the clip in. And so there we go. So we have our altered clothespin. So again, like I said, I think these turned out super cute. I'm going to use these for some swaps, and I'm in a Secret Santa swap. And so I'm going to take a couple of these clips and give it to my secret person. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and also check out the list of people down below, like I said, because you'll see some amazing, amazing, amazing crafts. Hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. Be safe, stay crafty, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.